Tony Blair's rallying cry to Remoaners. Former Prime Minister urges pro-Europeans to block Brexit as he calls for a second referendum. Tony Blair will today deliver a call to arms for pro-Europeans, urging them to band together and block Brexit. In a major return to frontline politics, the former Prime Minister will urge those who support Britain's continued EU membership to unite and fight against departure. He will insist that despite last year's referendum result, the people have the right to change their mind on leaving once they realize the consequences. Speaking to the pro-EU Open Britain think tank, Mr Blair will hint the decision to leave could be overturned following a second referendum or a snap election. And he will suggest Parliament and the public should have the last word on the final deal. Theresa May strikes with Brussels. Last night Leave campaigners accused the ex-Labour leader of trying to resurrect his political corpse by deceiving the British people. In his first major speech since re-entering the political fray, Mr Blair is expected to accuse ministers of leading us into Brexit at any cost. He will also say Mrs May risks damaging our economy by ruling out continued membership of the single market. It follows Mr Blair's intervention last October, when he said Brexit could be halted if the people decided the costs of leaving the EU greatly outweighed any benefits. At the time, he said Britain should keep its options open and not rule out a second referendum. Describing the June 23 vote as a catastrophe, he said the views of the 16 million who backed Remain should not be ignored. Last night Richard Tice, co-chairman of Leave Means Leave, said, "There is some irony that Tony Blair will try to resurrect his political corpse tomorrow by trying to deceive the British people once again." The EU referendum was democratic, fair and free, and the British people voted for Brexit. Tony Blair is now trying to do everything he can to halt Brexit.